So this is the last lectures and I see the numbers of the audience. Couldn't believe that it's the last lecture. It should be, we just has begun, right? Why we need to buy from Farmer Not? Okay, I can give you another reason. We help people who help us in a positive way, and Farmer Not has helped us to support the anti-aging society by providing us with the scientific information that is much needed in our society. Don't forget that anti-aging society is quite new here, and we are criticized that we are quack science and all that. We want to prove to the conventional medicines that we are strong and we have scientific background. And because Farmer Not support us and provide us with scientific data, we want them to provide us more, so we need to purchase from them. We need to support. We need to give back to the people who give us. Is that clear, right? Okay. We give good things to the good people. The last subject here is about aging syndrome. And it's not only preventing by nutraceutical supplementations. It can be everything for someone who already with me from the beginnings 2 days ago. I start this topic with medicine is not health, and it's not, because this day, when you go to see the doctors, they give you drugs, and the drugs can create side effects if you take it in the long terms. They know what advise you about diet, okay, because they don't really know how to provide you with the correct dietary advice. And also, they never provide you and advise you to do any supplementations when the disease, like, let's say, retinal thrombosis, which is incurable. You ask ophthalmologists, none of them will advise you to take pycnogenol. Okay? And when people have atherosclerosis, they provide you with statin, which is provide a long-term side effect, and they never advise you to take a pycnogenol with the Centella asiatica. By the way, Dr. Strong may know Japanese, but he doesn't know Thai. So you know what is Centella asiatica? By Bua Bok. Plenty in Thailand. So you just take pycnogenol 100 mg and drink the Bible Bok soup or whatever. Because the older living is not better living. The older livings mean we are facing all of this disease, and I think atherosclerosis is the most important cause among the aging syndrome. And we want to prevent atherosclerosis. So I didn't mean to that, I didn't expect that pycnogenol will perfect answer for the preventing aging syndrome, the topic that I'm talking about today. And we are suffering when we older because we don't believe in supplement. We believe that food provides all the nutrients that are enough for us. So what is aging? Aging is the accumulations of all aging forces that cause us to getting decay, and every cell is getting worse and worse, and those are all the accumulations. So we have a less number of cells, and I'm going to show you the in theories of what happened. People believe that nutrients, we can get it completely from food. Let me tell you, it's a bad idea. Complete nutrients, how can you get complete nutrients from, let's say, rice? It comes from different sources of food. You cannot eat different kinds of meals every day. So even the professor in nutritionist asks, oh, we can get complete nutrients from food. I will ask her or him that, okay, tell me, where is vitamin A? Where is vitamin B? Like you are vitamin Bs. Where is the vitamin C in your food, and D and E and F and CoQ10s and lipoic acid? And this professor in nutrition cannot provide me with the answer. So I can ask them, so what you eat this morning? You tell me that what kind of nutrients you received this morning, and they cannot answer me. So they just memorize that, okay, regular diet can provide you complete nutrients, but they have no idea where is vitamin A. If you want vitamin A this morning, you have to eat some tomatoes, carrot, any colorful yellows or orange, right? Whereas vitamin B is actually, vitamin B is grains and nuts, and today I haven't had grains yet. Vitamin C actually is green vegetables and no cooking. and so on. And the worst of all is vitamin D. Vitamin D is provided from the sun, and we cannot eat it. You eat the sunshine. And all of you, just like me, stuck in this hotel all day long. Today I don't receive the sun. How can you get the sun? No. So that's why we don't get complete nutrient from our diet. So whatever nutritionists say is wrong. Because some nutrients cannot find in regular diets, vitamin D, for example, and then vitamin K2 is found in natto. Oh, natto, I don't think it's part of the regular Thai food. Okay, maybe Japanese people got natto, but I don't. Probiotics. We barely eat probiotics. Okay, we barely eat stinky cheese, natto. Okay, somebody may eat yogurt, but do you know yogurts? First, sometimes the product is already dead because it's just passed through long, they kept it in the wrong way. And also, certain yogurt add sugar on it, so instead you get a good probiotic, you get a bad one. And if you see something, let's say, nom prio or sour milk in Thailand, don't be fooled thinking it contains yogurt or probiotics. Sour milk is milk plus lemon juice. It's true. Okay. And they say they think it's good for you, but it's not. And then the problem is another thing that you don't have minerals. I do oligo scan testing yesterday, and I found that most Thai people are running low on minerals. Why? Because first, we tend to drink reverse osmosis water. We say, okay, it's heavy metal free, but actually it's acid. And you know, reverse osmosis water is just like distilled water. You don't have minerals, so you wash out your own minerals. And then you eat hydroponic vegetables, not soil-grown vegetables. So you deplete yourself without minerals. You are killing yourself. Okay, can you get minerals from pig and pork and chicken? Then you ask what chicken eats. Just rely on yourself from those CP-provided meat. Fresh food contains more nutrients. We all know that. But the world these days is just not like when I was younger, like 40 years ago, or more, actually. Don't want to tell my age. Okay, well, let's say 40 or more years ago, when I was younger, I would have a maid. Every day, she go to the fresh market. She get fresh chicken, fresh pork, okay, and fresh vegetable, and she will cook right away, and I will eat fresh food that day. Today, any one of you do that? Today, you eat food that has been made for you and frozen, and then suddenly frozen. And then when you go to the restaurant, they just microwave it for you. You think that will contain enough nutrients? The studies show that the food that could keep in the refrigerator for so long run low on nutrients. And you know, if you keep food in the fridge, like a frozen food, and the refrigerator these days, when you freeze it under the process of freeze and thaw and freeze and thaw and freeze and thaw. I'm a protein chemist, okay, my background too. So I can show you all the protein is degraded and the nutrient is gone. And when you cook food with microwave, you kill more nutrients. And then the cooking process, the sad thing about Thai people, they believe that we're so afraid of infectious material. We're afraid of parasite. So when you guys eat steak, you ask for well-done steak. Well-done steak means no nutrient steak. Good steak means rare steak. Like when I eat steak, I ask for rare steak, my blood coming out of my mouth like a Dracula. That's, you can get fresh food. Okay, I'm not afraid of parasite or infections because my body, I'm taking probiotics to prevent all the time. And older people have problem with chewing vegetables. They prefer simple carbohydrate like rice, soft rice. They cannot chew vegetables. So it's sad that doctors never ask. Doctors say, eat regular diet, it is good enough for you. Even old people? Really? They never ask your mother or your grandmother what kind of food they eat. They just provide the rule for everyone. So now we are cloned. We are the same person. And your grandma, what they eat? They eat white rice. And then doctors say, don't eat egg yolk because you may have high blood cholesterol. So she eat white rice and white egg. What kind of vitamin she will receive? None. So I think the doctors try to solve that. Right now, the world is filled with older people, so they have to solve this problem by getting all of older people away. So I want to tell you, the food is important before you go to the nutraceutical supplement, but choose the right kind of food. First one, good carbohydrate, it's great. I tell you the sugar is toxin. I don't call this complex carbohydrate sugar. It's not sweet. It contains fibers, vitamin, and minerals. So in my house, I will have macadamia, I will have a pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and I will try to use it, or chia seeds, every day. Second, make sure you add olive oil or rice bran oil as part of your dietary plan. Even though you bought food already cooked from outside, I will add and drop some rice bran oil on it. Try to cut down animal fat, including milk, because it contains toxin and also arachidonic acid, and not because of cholesterol. Because it contains inflammatory proteins, and if you want to eat them, you probably have to take pycnogenols as well. Eat fatty ocean fish. Eat egg yolk, it contains vitamins. Eat whole foods. Food that you can eat whole, like a whole fish, the small fish, because the reason that they can alive in the environment is it has enough nutrients to provide themselves entirely. So you eat the whole fish, you eat mushroom because you eat the whole thing. You cannot eat the whole pig, right? Oh, you can eat the whole chicken, but you can eat eggs, okay? You can eat a small fish, or you can eat something we call kapi, or krill. And drink mineral water, eat soy-grown vegetables, and you still need supplements like vitamin D, like probiotics. So why we need it? Okay, because first, they need to maintain normal metabolisms. It serves as an antioxidant, it prevents disease and anti-aging medicine. There's something like what we just heard, like pycnogenol, is act like drugs without side effects. Okay, atherosclerosis, you take pycnogenols with the Bible, okay, Centella asiatica. Or N-acetylcysteine for reperfusion injury, baking soda for renal failure, and so on. I'm not going to go through this because it's been 3 days and you've heard about it enough already. But what I like to focus on, and then suddenly something come on my mind. Next year, A4M Thailand will be at the Plaza Attorney Hotel, and our theme will be combating aging forces. Okay, so this is a mini samples of what is aging forces. Aging force contain like oxidative stress, glycations end product, inflammations, toxins, acidosis, and stress. So next year we will have a focus on the combating all aging forces if you want to stay young. And after cell have to face all this oxidative stress, sugar, inflammation, toxin. What happened? What are the consequences? There's 4 things that happen. The first one is oxidative stress will cause mitochondrial decay. The second, cell will die under the process of apoptosis. The third is telomere shortening and senescence. And finally, that is the most common cause of death this day. Mutations and malignant transformations, as mean cancer. So to use supplement to prevent aging force, okay? For oxidative stress, you can use resveratrol, I'm gonna tell you in a minute, antioxidants such as coenzyme Q10. For enhance the glycation end products, or get rid of it, you can use a special form of vitamin B, such as benfotiamines and pyridoxamine. Inflammations, I missed this line, fish oil, and definitely this day, pycnogenol. For the toxins, you need probiotics, digestive enzymes, lipoic acid, vitamin C. For acidosis, it's easy. Use sodium bicarbonate. Okay, if you're lucky enough, you may find a Kangen water sun open over there. Who lucky, just grab it. That's pH 9 water to combat acidosis, part of the aging force. And to combat stress, you may want to try 5-HTP or melatonin. I would like to start with oxidative stress. Free radical theories and mitochondrial decay is because all the oxidative stress usually start in the mitochondria. It happens when we metabolize sugar or fat into energies, it creates oxidative stress. oxygen-free radicals. So it's the mitochondria that die first. How can we prevent that? Okay, people know that if you don't want to metabolize too much sugars and fat, it means you have to eat less. The rule is simple: eat less, live longer, but you have to provide yourself with complete nutrients and, of course, vitamins and minerals. The study shows, like in this monkey, okay, 27 years old monkeys, they are twins. They are the same, identical in terms of genetics. Look at this guy, 27 years old. The owners feed him with a high-calorie food, such as rice, just like us, sugar, fat. This guy just eat grain and just small amount of food. So think about it, a human, okay, look about this, what do you call, under eye pad, just like human, right? Loss of the hair and the wrinkle. This guy, 27 years old, his eyes still bright. Okay, so this is studies in monkey, and there's a lot of confirmations in human as well. So what mediates this caloric restrictions and longevity, we call sirtuin. It's a histone deacetylase. It means open up the gene. It's part of epigenetic programs. We inhibit it. Anytime we eat too much sugar, we stimulate insulin. And anytime we use too much IGF-1, so we use overdose of growth hormone, it stimulates IGF-1. We will inhibit a transcription factor called FOXO1. The FOXO has to enhance longevity genes such as the antioxidant enzymes, the gene that help us lose weight. But if you eat too much, it stimulates insulin and IGF-1, including sports abuse that people use growth hormone in the wrong way. I'm not talking about anti-aging growth factors, growth hormone that you use when your IGF-1 is low. I'm talking about in the sport medicine these days, people only 30 years old and want to be a bodybuilder, use growth hormones. That's the wrong way to go. Okay, because you can get old, inhibit FOXO1. To bypass this, if the body is stimulated with the sirtuin proteins, it will bypass this process. It will stimulate FOXO, it will stimulate longevity genes. The method it did is just allow FOXO1 to go into the nucleus. And there's a people, David Sinclair discovered that if you use resveratrol, it will act like a caloric resistance mimetics. Okay, resveratrol is found in red wine. It could be the reason for the French paradox, why you drink wine and you stay longer, live longer. But actually, there's so many reasons for that. It's a polyphenolic compound. It has a phytoestrogen. It's also antioxidant. But the most important that people are interested right now is resveratrol is the caloric restriction mimetics. So I carry resveratrol for the past 3 or 4 days because I have to eat a lot of buffet, eat all day. But actually, end up I barely eat anything because I don't have time. So I think this is the past 3 days resveratrol. I don't need that. So when you eat too much food, you want to fool the body, you haven't eaten anything. Some people try resveratrol. But it may not work quite well because finally, eventually, your food will metabolize and you will get oxidized and you will have oxidative stress. So what about antioxidants for your body? Because the mitochondrial decay is the major source of oxidative stress, it's so important that you need to have coenzyme Q10s. Or the other word is ubiquinone. People ask me, where is coenzyme Q9, where is coenzyme Q7? We make coenzyme Q10, okay? Unless some of you are rat, then you make coenzyme Q9, okay? It's different species, okay? But we make coenzyme Q10. It's the 10 means the length of this isoprenoid side chain here, okay? We have 2 forms of coenzyme Q10. The common form that we use as a supplement is oxidized form, is a ubiquinone. The other form is very, very expensive. It's called reduced form, ubiquinol. But it's switched in the body. It means when you take coenzyme Q10 in the form ubiquinol, don't worry, you don't have to take ubiquinol because it can switch back and forth. Depends on the oxidative stress and reducing status in the body. Okay? Ubiquinone is the antioxidant part of the electron transport chain in the mitochondria. It's so important. When the body is older, so like myself, the body can make less coenzyme Q10. We make coenzyme Q10 from tyrosine, the same amino acid that we use to make the thyroid hormones, norepinephrine, epinephrine, and melanin pigment. And when we older, the bodies, because of the mitochondria, have to make coenzyme Q10 by itself. Turns out the number of mitochondria, because it decay, it makes less coenzyme Q10. And that's a problem, because then it makes mitochondria even faster. Even though we can make our coenzyme Q10 from tyrosine, but are you sure the food that you eat today contains tyrosine? The chicken had been frozen for years. If you eat something like we call plateau, it's been dead for a year before you eat it. So I don't know how much tyrosine it has left in the food we eat. And not to mention that, in the pathway of coenzyme Q10 to make, you need the vitamin B, you need vitamin C, and you're sure that your food has enough vitamin B and C. You need magnesium, vitamin B12, and the most important, you need the cofactors called farnesyl diphosphate. These cofactors belong to the mevalonate pathway, and inhibitions is inhibited if you take statin. So when the doctors give patients statin, it inhibits the productions of farnesyl diphosphate. It means it inhibits cofactors that we need to make our own coenzyme Q10. This is say we're going to get coenzyme Q10 from food is rare and impossible, because the source of coenzyme Q10 from food actually is a beef heart. Heart is mean organs. So you need to eat somebody else's heart, it's chicken heart. And I'm sorry, this lunch we don't provide you with any internal organs, okay? Because people from other countries, they don't eat heart, that people do. All right, you want to eat heart, the other part that you don't eat for sure is brain, okay? Monkey brain contains coenzyme Q10. So you cannot get from food unless you get tyrosine and you have to make it, but if you eat statin, you will have less CoQ10. And so the study have been shown that the supplementation of CoQ10 has helped a lot in terms of mitochondrial encephalomyopathy. Myself, I know that the day I take coenzyme Q10, I have more energies. You saw me for 3 days. I'm running, I'm walking, I'm talking, I give a lecture, I organize the event, I even have to dancing. So I need a lot of energy. So right now I'm taking 200 milligrams of coenzyme Q10 a day. And in order to take the statin, you will have less coenzyme Q10. The study already showed that. And you want to run around, your parents take a statin, and you refuse to have coenzyme Q10 because the doctor say it's unnecessary or even say it's dangerous. Really? Okay? The study shows that if you take statin, you should take coenzyme Q10. The fact is, when I start coming here on Wednesday, my patient suddenly have a heart failure, and he's treated by cardiologist. I went to see my patients what's going on, and turns out actually I recommend him to take coenzyme Q10, actually the pharma not coenzyme Q10, 100 milligrams a day. For some reason, he thinks it's unnecessary. And he stopped it, he has a heart failure, and he paid a lot more money to stay in this intensive care unit. So I go back there, prescribe 200 milligrams of coenzyme Q10 a day. For 3 days in a row, I haven't met him. This morning, the nurse called me, the patient's ready to go home. Okay, how much you want to charge him? I said it's free, but ask him to continue coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10 also protect the LDL oxidations. For the ladies, for the guys who say, I have a high LDL, I have to take statin. What if your high LDL, it doesn't get oxidized, it means that's not gonna get damage your vessels. So you provide yourself with coenzyme Q10s, LDL will not get peroxidations, it means it's fine. I'm one who has very high LDL. My HDL only like 40, my LDL always 160. Part of it because cholesterol is made a lot from the liver. When I'm stressed, I'm a very stressful person. You can see that. So what I'm gonna do with it, I take coenzyme Q10 every day, and I do the calcium score testing. My calcium score for 10 years now remain 0. I don't have plaque, even though I have high blood cholesterol, and I would not take statin. Coenzyme Q10 for that reason, because it provides mitochondria with energy, so it has been proved, and Dr. Alahagan has been talking to us about this, that it can be benefit for the congestive heart failure, and they just told you have a patient who come in with a congestive heart failure, just add back coenzyme Q10 in his regimen, and now he's going home. However, there's a coenzyme Q10 that come in a powder because it's cheap. If you want to take that coenzyme Q10 powder, remind you that you have to take a lot because bioavailability is just about nothing, and you need to take it with fat food, which you don't want to do. So I recommend that you want to take coenzyme Q10, find something in the soft gel form that comes already in a lipid soluble format. Okay. And the next question, you want it to be ubiquinone or ubiquinol. It doesn't matter. The body will switch from ubiquinone and ubiquinol. But because ubiquinol is a reduced form, so it's going to get a stronger antioxidant activities. But the price is so high, and most of the studies done by ubiquinone form. But if you want to enhance the ubiquinone to become ubiquinol, what do you do? Basic chemistry? Oh, biochemistry. You add reducing substance with the coenzyme Q10. You can add vitamin C, but the one I like the most is called lipoic acid. Lipoic acid, the reducing substance, it gives the new phase to the antioxidants that decay. It changes oxidations into reduction. So when you have glutathione that's getting decayed, when you have vitamin C that's already get oxidized, you take lipoic acid. It gets back to reduced form again because it provides electron. And after provide it, it will combine two together. So I prefer that to take coenzyme Q10 with lipoic acid. The lipoic acid also is also the anti-inflammation, so because it stabilizes NF-kappa B, and it also the good detoxifications is chelators because it's sulfur format. It binds to the mercury and cadmium. Only one side effect they found with the lipoic acid is because it's sulfur. If you eat too much, you're gonna have to feel like a prickly, itching skin. Okay, you're gonna crash yourself to death. So if it happens, it means you take too much of lipoic acid. Two ways to go. First, stop it. That's the best way. And 1 week, you can restart again. Second, find the form of lipoic that you call R lipoic acid because you can take low dose and better absorptions. Okay, and has a less side effect. So when I look at the antioxidant for the mitochondria, I look at two things: coenzyme Q10, lipoic acid. Of course, vitamin A, such as astaxanthin, is good, but in the cell membrane, it doesn't go to the mitochondria. Okay, vitamin C is in the blood, not into the mitochondria. And when we talk about mitochondrial decay, which is an aging force, go for coenzyme Q10 and lipoic acid. And what about sugar is toxin? Everybody knows that. Sugar formed with the proteins and form advanced glycation end product. It's not glycosylation end product. Glycosylation end product like blood group is come with the enzyme method. But glycation end product is just sugar and protein without enzymatics at all. It happens with heat in our body. Want to know what is glycation product in natural? Okay, boil chicken or boil proteins such as egg with sugar. In Thailand we call kai palo, patu tom kem. That's what you eat. This is a glycation end product. You boil pork with sugar and make a stew and soup out of it. You make your own glycation end product. You kill yourself. Okay? So to avoid that, you need to use a low sugar. This is called grains. And it's called, because it's high in vitamin B. Vitamin B enhances these sugar metabolisms. And the studies show as a special form of vitamin B, which is called B1 and B6, can prevent glycation end product. Vitamin B regular, why it doesn't work very well? Because it's a riboflavins, and vitamin B6 is a pyridoxamine. It doesn't work very well because when you eat vitamins, if you say you take vitamin B2, and you notice that within an hour, your urines turn into yellow color. So it's passed through your body directly into your urine, same as all the vitamin B. Vitamin B is water-soluble vitamin. So when you take it, only small amount that the body can use, and the rest of it pretty much go through your body quickly. Just stain your underwear into the yellowish color. So you need soluble, a lipid soluble vitamin, which is actually not available anywhere. But actually, there's a 10 book that have it, but it's too late for you. Wait until next year. It's called benfotiamine and pyridoxamine. It's very good for diabetic, okay, because it enhances the metabolism of your blood sugar. That's how you prevent aging syndrome or advanced glycation end product. And at the end, oxidative stress, glycation end product will lead to one thing, inflammation. And now you know the supplement that prevents inflammation is pycnogenol. Okay, better yet, combine with bibobok, Asiana, Centella, Asiatica. Okay, inflammation is, you may say, why don't we prevent inflammation with NSAID or aspirin? Well, it may work, but you die from drug side effect. NSAID can cause kidney failure and aspirin can cause bleeding. Of course, you're not gonna age because you die before you age. So you rather have a supplement because it has less side effect. It prevents inflammation, but don't forget the fat in your omentums make a lot of pro-inflammatory cytokines. So you want to reduce inflammation, weight reduction, reduce sugar, fried food, cut down animal fat again because it contains arachidonic acid, cut down omega-6 because it's the original of precursor of arachidonic acid, increase more omega-9, omega-3, and of course, I would take pycnogenol supplement. Olive oil is so important. You don't have to take olive oil supplement. You see olive oil, put it in your food. Okay, have olive oil, and actually there's good olive oil out there. When I select my sponsorships, I select with minds. You know, there's a lot of sponsorship want to sponsor A4M Thailand. And I say, no, your product has no value in terms of anti-aging. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's why I already select that. I select Pharmanon. I have these olive oil things from Morocco. But for some of you who doesn't like the smell of the olive oil, especially to cook Chinese food or Thai food, you can switch to rice bran oil because it contains oleic acid or omega-9. You need to be crazy for nuts. Doesn't mean you have to be nut. I mean crazy for nuts, crazy for grains, because it contains a lot of omega-9. Okay, coconut oil also contains omega-9. Good things about coconut oil, it doesn't have any omega-6 at all. So it's a good thing about coconut oil. What is the difference between coconut milk and coconut oil? Coconut oil has oil. Coconut means oil with carbohydrate. Okay, so coconut milk can make you fat. Fish oil is another supplement to prevent inflammations. It get along with this pycnogenol. Okay, when you buy fish oil, look at these amount of DHA and EPA. Don't just say, okay, it's a 1,000 milligram. No, they're all 1,000 milligram. Higher strength fish oil will have higher amount of DHA and EPA. Now we go to the aging force, such as, oh, by the way, don't worry. Give your feedback, www.a4mthailand.com/feedback, and write down your address. My team will mail you the programs or the presentation to your home. Okay, even though it's in New York, it's in India, wherever, just give feedback at our website, a4mthailand.com. Okay. We have a principle of detoxification. When you urinate, you detoxify. When you defecate, you detoxify. Okay, when you sweat, you detoxify. But is this enough? We need a lot of supplement to enhance our toxin removal. One I already say that is a lipoic acid. The second one, very important, we heard it, Dr. Vanida, what Dr. Dahir said about it, is probiotics. So important, you need a good probiotics. Probiotics can be a bad probiotics because if you eat foods such as too much fat and sugar, then the probiotics, only bad probiotics will come to you. How we get probiotics in first place? When we were, delivered from the wombs, it's part of the amniotic fluid that we drink. So if we, normal delivery, you have more probiotics. If you just do a cesarean section, you have less probiotics. And when we grow up, the only way we can get probiotics is we have to eat shit. Okay? Not our own shit. eat animal shit. It means you have to live in the farms, okay, live dirty. So send your son, your children to live in a farm and seafood contaminated with the animal feces, eat it. Well, complicated, is it? One probiotic have to eat feces contaminated food. Well, easier than that. Go out there. Hope the boot is already closed. Wait next year. We have a probiotic in sachet for you. Is that nicer, right? Than eat feces contaminated to get probiotics? Or you can choose the foods that already have probiotics, such as natto. Okay. Next thing is acidosis. We have acidosis. I was talking to you the first day that we talk about osteoporosis. And you think about, because we need calcium. Do you know that the country that drink more milk has more osteoporosis? American people has more osteoporosis. Australian people have more osteoporosis. The country that drink less milk, the people who drink less milk has less osteoporosis. And surprisingly, people who are vegetarian has less chance of osteoporosis. What is that? It's acidosis. Because if you eat and drink acid food, the acid will leach out calcium from your bone. Simple. Okay, what is acid food? So, sugar. Sugar is an acidic food. Second, high proteins. Okay, and third, you may not know, reverse osmosis water. When I set up the A4M Thailand, I make sure they don't serve your drink with reverse osmosis water. Okay? When I set up the program at the DPU water is RO is not allowed in my program. Okay, but I cannot do anything with my own hospital. They still serve reverse osmosis water. It's acidic, pH less than 6. So it's leach out your bones and it make your kidney work even harder to get rid of acid. What is supplement? Okay, you're lucky you still have a Kangen water, pH 9. How to get rid of acidosis? You need a good minerals, such as simple baking soda. Okay, in Thailand we sell in the price we call soda mint. Okay, these one bottles contain 1,000 tablets of soda mint, and in Thailand it costs about less than, I'm not saying it wrong, okay, 1,000 tablets cost you less than 200 baht. Wow. Okay, $5. Okay, so go and buy it. Everybody, 1,000 tablets of soda mint. Don't buy it in a hospital though, because in a hospital, 1,000 tablets of soda mint can cost you 5,000 baht. Okay, it's an antacid. It's reduced lactic acidosis and enhanced potassium uptake, delay progression of kidney failure, prevent osteoporosis, and also heavy metal detoxification. That's how prevent aging syndrome with simple, the cheapest anti-aging supplement, soda mint. Okay, I already take it today. One question people ask me about food. So why citrus fruits and vinegar are alkaline diet? Citrus fruits such as orange, lime, lemon, apples, they contain citric acid. Vinegar contains acetic acid. It's acidic because it's so acid. So why you say it's alkaline food? The answer is metabolism in the body, lactate come from exercise, acetate in vinegar, and citrate, citrus fruit, will metabolize and eventually go to Krebs cycle and give us 2 CO2 molecules. And that CO2 with the enzyme called carbonic anhydrase in our red blood cell will switch into bicarbonate. That can be used only these 3 acids from food and from exercise. That's why exercise is alkaline. Eating limes and vegetables is alkaline. But drinking soft drink, such as, you know the name, okay? The black soft drink that you enjoy is acidic. Soft drink is, pure phosphoric acid. The body cannot metabolize phosphoric acid into alkali, so it's acid. RO water is acid. And the worst part is the soft drink, it contains sugar, which is also acid, so the double acid. Want to prove it? You know, you can use your soft drink to clean your toilet. Clean, very clean, okay? The effect of aging force, oxidative stress, glycation, end product inflammation, toxins, acidosis, and stress can cause, first, mitochondrial decay, apoptosis, and also it can cause telomere shortening and cellular senescence. We hear about telomere before, and next year we're going to hear more about it. Lifestyle is so important to maintain telomerase enzyme that can fix our telomere and keep it young and young. The study, I like it, is that stress can cause telomere shortenings. Poor diet can cause telomere shortening. One study, elegant study, showed that the mother who have child with chronic illness, the degree of the severity of the child illness reflect the shorter inverse correlation with the mother telomere length. The more serious the disease the children have, the shorter the telomere length the mother will be. They don't test telomere length of the father because they know the father don't care. So the mothers care for us. Just like I know my mothers care for me. And also, the longer the mother have to take care of her children, the length of telomere will be even shorter and shorter. It means stress can increase telomere shortening. That's why stress is a cause of aging and chronic disease. What can you do about it? The study show vitamin D can keep your telomere long. The study showed that omega-3 or fish oil can keep your telomere long. So there's so many supplements that can go on and on and on, but I think we run out of time. So you can use supplements for the disease, and you will find it wonder. I've tried it for 10 years. I make my name for it. People come to me and say, this doctor used supplement instead of drug. Let's talk to him. And the wonder things happen. You don't believe because you don't try. People will say, oh, it doesn't work because they never try. They don't have any study because they never read. Believe me. So people who say, there's no studies, it doesn't work, because they never used it, they never read. They wait for the pharmaceutical company to provide them with drugs. Hypertension, try potassium, magnesium, pycnogenol, dyslipidemia, vitamin C, CoQ10 stanol. Don't worry, give your feedback, you get presentation. Atherosclerosis, we already heard about pycnogenols and biboboc. Heart failure, coenzyme Q10, of course. Low energy adrenal fatigue. Someone asked me the cramp, CoQ10, vitamin B. Liver disease, vitamin E. Low immunity and cancer. We heard about vitamin D. We heard about arabinoxalan and, of course, bicarbonate. Eye problems, I recommend astaxanthin, but if the small microcirculation right now, I will recommend all of my patients to take pycnogenol. Skin problems, I like to combine astaxanthins and pycnogenol. Astaxanthin is a good oxidative stress prevention for the skin, but it makes your skin look a little bit orange. Combined with pycnogenol, your skin will glow. How glow it can be? Look at my skin. Okay, insomnia, try melatonin 5-HTP. Chronic kidney disease, vitamin D, K2, and bicarbonate, and osteoporosis, vitamin D, K2, and magnesium. I can go on, but I hope if you want to learn more, you have to come back. You have to come back. But before you come back and see us next time, choose your food wisely. Supplements are not drugs. We don't need to take them every day. If, like today, if I eat fish, large ocean fish, I skip fish oil. Okay? If I eat beef heart, I probably skip coenzyme Q10, whatever. Supplements are not miracle. We take them to prevent disease. It's not for incurable disease. It's part of the anti-aging principle, and it would not help much if you do not change your lifestyle. I'm going to take supplement and then I will eat sugar. I'm going to take supplement, I will not exercise. It would not help much at all. So the complete lifestyle change is so important for the anti-aging principles. Want to learn more from me? I'm sorry that these 3 days I cannot give you so much lectures because it's too big for me to run the organizations and also need to give you a lot of lectures. But if you come back and see me in March, we will have a lectures on the topic of food and toxins. Then you're gonna see a lot of me and say, I don't want to see this guy or hear the lecture from this guy anymore. And we have a special guest, Dr. Karel Hormek. Okay, he will come to give lectures on the injectable nutrients and pyrrole disorder. So register now for the special rate, okay? And then on the 10th and 11th, we'll have the A4M board exam as well. This one will take place at the Resistance Blue Plaza. The space limit, we don't take more 80 people, so register now. And if you love this meeting, next year we'll be at the Plaza Anthony. If you register before October 31st, you get 50% discount. Okay, and the price will go up and go up. And everyone who knows me, I do what I say. Don't even try. Okay? November 1st, the price go up right away. Right away. And it will go up and up and up until I see you with the full price close to the Congress next year. And I cannot say how much I thank you for staying here this late, to listen, to stay engaged with this anti-aging Congress. You know, I believe in anti-aging medicine because it makes difference for me, for my parents, for my family, for my patient, the most important. People ask me, why you say something different from the conventional medicine? That those guys are your teachers, right? Why don't you listen to them? Actually, the teacher, the real teacher who taught me, told me, the true teacher, the most important teacher is my patient. I listen to my patient. They're the one who give me the worst doctors. I know that when I give them drugs, they don't do anything better. But when they start these wonderful supplements, I see the difference. I see the difference in myself and my patient. That's why I believe. And I believe that if you try, you will be believer too. See you next year. Thank you so much. ขอบคุณมากครับ